Good morning, Joe. That special guest is Stefan Bancel, Moderna President and CEO. Upon the news that the company is making investments to increase its supply of its COVID-19 vaccine both this year and next year, Stefan, welcome this morning. It's great to see you. Increasing the bottom end of your forecast this year to 800 million doses, maintaining the top end at 1 billion, and next year increasing up to 3 billion doses. What do these investments that you're making say about what you're hearing from governments around the world about the potential demand for your vaccine into 2022 and even beyond that?
Good morning, Meg. So indeed, I think two things have really changed our thinking in the last 30 to 40 days. One is the science and the variants, as we are sadly seeing in Latin America with P1 and what's happening to people that were infected last year that are reinfected this year with more severe disease, high hospitalization, what we've seen in South Africa, and what we're seeing right now, the tragedy in India with this new variant. We think that the virus is going to continue to evolve. We have said now for more than 6 months that boosting is going to be important. As you know, we're in the clinic with not 1, not 2, but 3 boosting strategy. We might need a 4th one as we learn more about the Indian variant. And so I think the science is very clear to us, which is we're not done with this virus, even though we are doing fantastic right now in the US. As we are going into the southern hemisphere right now, they are getting into their fall and their winter. There are so many people, they live in much more density into houses. And a lot of people are immunocompromised, HIV positive. So we think that we're going to see more variants that unfortunately they're going to come back in the northern hemisphere next season. And because of waning immunity, as has been shown by now several academic labs like Professor Davenport in Australia, predicts that, in a year's time, 9 months, a year's time after first dosing, you might have 20-30% efficacy with mRNA vaccine, much less with other technologies because you start from a lower base. And so on the one hand, the science, and on the other hand is indeed governments. In the last 30 plus days, I got numerous calls per day from governments around the world saying, look, when we look at the different options available to us, when we look at high efficacy, good tolerability profile in terms of side effects, we look at manufacturing ability to scale and deliver, and we look at speed to chase the variants. We believe mRNA is the best technology, and that's what we're hearing every day. And so based on all those things, we said, well, we need to get ready because we need really for next year to really stop this virus. And so we're indeed upping our investments in the US and outside the US to be able to deliver up to 3 billion doses in 2022.
You mentioned the situation in India and, in fact, perhaps even needing to develop another booster candidate targeted toward the variant we are seeing circulating there. Are you saying that what you've seen so far indicates perhaps there could be less efficacy from the current vaccine in India where that variant is circulating? And also, are you close to striking any deals with Indian states? We understand from Reuters reporting that the Indian government may not be making purchases from the federal level, but from the state level. Are you close to striking any agreements to supply your vaccine in India?
So 2 things. On the science, we don't have the data yet on 617. What we all know is that one of the mutations is also present in P1 and B351, the one first identified in South Africa. But then there's the other one too. And so the question is it going to be similar to South Africa or worse or better? We will know soon. As soon as we'll know, as we have done in the past, we will communicate about it right away. And if we believe we need to chase this one too, we will start a new program. That's what we've done, as you know, for B351 for South Africa. And we're going to keep doing this. We will not slow down the current programs because we really believe people will need a boost with 351 coming this fall, and every day matters. But we might be a little bit behind, and then we can combine it. That's another thing that is really powerful with mRNA technology is we have already programs in the clinic with up to 6 mRNA molecules in each dose. And so if we need to start first by having a first booster that is the one with South Africa variant, and then a month or 2 after, it's South Africa plus India, if necessary, we will do that.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.